Camera speeding. Marker.
You may know him as star of stage, screen, and television, but few people know that Neil Patrick Harris battles with an illness so rare, most people would consider it a hoax.
I pretty much exclusively dream in puppet.
I'm super creative, so...
It may involve political slant, it may involve...
I'm naked!
Sexual escapades, but it's almost always involving puppets.
That guy's full of shit! He just wants attention! F you, Neil! Pay me!
The ailment is known as Neil's Puppet Dreams, which coincidentally is also the name of the web series that dares to take you inside Neil's head.
There are people suffering out there in the world. One person, one very successful person suffering with this ailment, and everyone needs to hear about it. Everyone.
We have a job to do, and that job is to communicate the seriousness of this malady, and I think a critic will see that. They certainly won't think it's funny.
My favorite part of Neil's dreams are when he wakes up and then he thinks about how depressing his real life is, and then he cries. I'm a warthog.
But while Neil dreams of puppets, the puppets dream of being treated by their human co-stars as equals.
I see these puppets as second-class citizens. They're made of felt.
David said that?
David said that? David said that?
So David's an idiot.
I don't want them to even look at me. Their dead eyes frighten me.
Chris Hardwick and I were lovers for about 9 months in 1992. It was right at the end of the Doc Hauser show, and he was hungry for money and
Putting their sexual past aside, Hardwick and NPH brought puppet legend and chairman of Jim Henson Studios, Brian Henson, on board to bring Neil's dreams to life. Henson had this to say about their collaboration.
I'm Brian Henson, and I don't know what I'm doing here.
But Brian wasn't the only person disoriented by Neil's condition. His better half, co-executive producer, and co-star David Burtka has also been affected by Neil's dreams.
Ever since we met, he's been a bit narcoleptic. He would fall asleep in the middle of dinner or sex. I was frightened in the beginning, but it is contagious. I dream in puppet as well.
With the illness spreading, Neil knew he had to raise awareness of his condition quickly, so he turned to the best Hollywood had to offer to aid him in his cause. When they declined, he turned to these guys.
We were actually looking for a cause, and we figured we've got that environmental thing solved pretty much with the Prius.
If, one kid can grow up knowing it's okay, I think we've done our job. Or if like 7 kids, I'd really feel good because that's like a number.
We're not trying to be funny. We're not trying to be charming. We're not trying to get people excited about how amazing Henson Alternatives puppets are, or how fantastic Neil is.
Neil's one of those extraordinary actors. He's a great dramatic actor, and he's a great comedic actor as well. And yet he's also a great dancer, and he's a great singer. So actually, that's really weird. He's just kind of great at everything.
It was all me, really. It was a labor of love.
Rumors began to spread that superstar Neil Patrick Harris might be faking his illness to get attention.
This is a lie. This was just a ruse to get me here in a pineapple tank top. I feel like a prostitute.
I think the affliction is genuine, and I'm a huge fan of Neil Patrick Harris.
She just wants another gig.
Yeah, I love gigs.
I just don't think you can fake what I've seen. I mean, he's a pretty good actor, but not that good.
What the hell's wrong with dreaming in puppet? That's the problem with medicine these days. People treat this, treat that. Who gives a f*** if he dreams in puppet? Did I just cuss?
Yes, you did. But the controversy outside of Neil's head seemed to be even more palpable as the discrimination against puppets on set continued to run rampant.
There seems to be some confusion. The puppets have been kicked out of their green room.
Oh yeah, that was for the drag queens. They needed some place to put their wigs.
They're a lot like actors. I mean, sometimes you just you put your hand up their butt to get them to do something right.
I have a hand up my ass right now. Terrible.
Orson Welles said don't work with children or animals. I say don't work with children, animals, puppets, drag queens, or tranimals, which is a combination of all of them.
That's just really unnecessary to talk.
You know what's unnecessary? You know what's unnecessary?
What?
Your lip.
Well, do you know what's unnecessary? Your son of a bitch! He does it every time! Open that door! I swear they'll murder you!
David has issues with puppets, for sure, but he got fiddled a bit by puppets.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Stop it! Hut!
We're not just made of felt and fur. We're made of fun and hard spirits, and we're just good people.
But you're not people.
You're not a person. I think we're done here.
But we're not done here. Despite the narrow-minded puppet intolerance, Neil dreams of a day when person and puppet can coexist.
We tried to make most of the dreams within the series realistic dream archetypes. We have a fear of falling, a fear of getting caught having sex with puppets. Who hasn't had that one? Sex with cow dreams, right? Am I right? Why are you shaking your head?
If you find a puppet that you're in love with and want to spend the rest of your life with, I'm for that.
I did see one of the puppets giving one of our go-go dancers fellatio. And by puppet, I mean Neil.
But what about the viewers at home suffering from this hilarious illness? What can they do to cope with Neil's puppet dreams?
Watch this show, post it to your social media.
The only way to solve problems in our society is by using Facebook or Twitter.
And the Instagrams.
Yeah, it's working in the Middle East.
It's innocent fun, and at the same time, it's playing for an adult audience. It's kind of delicious.
Watch it like 10, 20 times.
But under different IP addresses.
Oh, does that matter?
Yeah, it does.
You're gonna see some shit.
It's gangsta. What you see is realism involving monkeys and cavemen and Nathan Fillion.
Neil, stop dreaming about me.